All right, what's good, people of the internet? I don't know how you landed here, but it's for a reason. Today is day 376 of my boxing journey. I started out with using a slip bag. I wanted to make sure that I was moving precisely, so I just used my palm to touch the bag. I was kind of focusing on a little bit speed, not necessarily technique. But remember, this is just waking my body up, remembering how to use it for boxing. It's about the transfer of weight, so it is shifting your shoulders, making sure you use all your hips. I always try to incorporate all of my energy and really concentrate it all in the core while still keeping my feet moving. I'm starting to realize really where all my skills lie and like what my strong suits are. So I'm just trying to improve that aspect and then also kind of work on the stuff that I'm not good at, putting myself a little bit more on a long-term horizon. I'm realizing I have good power, I have good technique, and I'm fast. It's just getting to a state where I can actually use all of those things in unison. I practice a lot of this on its own, and then I kind of try to piece them all together, see what aspects overlap, and ultimately just really learning how to use my body as a weapon and generating max power, having max mobility in all my limbs, and maintaining strength through motion. I know a lot of y'all boxing coaches would probably tell you not to punch things with bare hands, but the more I do it, the more I realize where my faults are. And it does strengthen my hands a little bit. I still use gloves, I still use hand wraps, but there are times where I'll put the gloves on and punch a brick wall, and then there's times where I'll punch the bag with bare hands. So I'm a firm believer of keeping this as a fun experience, always trying new things. And rather than just blatantly believe in specific people, I'll actually put it to the test. I'll try it. I'll see how it makes me feel. I'll see what it makes me think. But the whole time along the way, like I said, it's just really trying to figure out how to become the best weapon possible. And just like the Bruce Lee quote, you must train every part of your body. So I understand that there's no shortcuts. And then I'll just explain kind of what my thought process is with the aqua bag. My whole goal was to really send all the energy through my core. And when I rotate, to make sure that I don't lean too far on my front foot, because that does leave you vulnerable. I have been focusing more on uppercuts to try to see what you can work them off of and how you can incorporate them. But like I said, I learned this in parts. I'm really trying to figure out how do I get it to where it's actually effective. How can you throw them off the back foot? Like what can you use to set them up? And to me, the aqua bag does kind of replicate body shots. It's not specifically head shots. So it's the perfect place to really learn proper uppercuts or how to throw hooks to the body. And I do believe the red gloves are 12-ounce gloves and then the black ones are 16. I don't know if you've ever felt a difference with the 16-ounce gloves, which personally I love. I feel like it really is helping a lot. I've even seen people use 20-ounce gloves, which I still consider maybe I'll end up getting those and trying them out as well. But for the most part, I'm just kind of progressing as I feel necessary. Now, with this part of the workout, I was just really trying to see how you're supposed to move when entering the void. I used the title boxing little nipple thing sticking out as a way to come up with ideas on how to slip through. Rolling, I have been working on a little bit. I will say personally, I'm just getting used to slipping and throwing punches off the slip. And then, contrary to popular belief, I do lift weights. I don't typically enjoy lifting heavy weights, but I will get the reps in as I do care about endurance and actually having all the tendons be strong around the muscle. So it's not just bulking up to have muscle look nice, it's actually to have some utility in my muscles. And typically, I wouldn't show you guys me working out with the actual weights or whatever, but I do feel it's important to kind of show you at least some part of that. I do always try to keep in mind the bigger picture, so I am using full circles with my weight to maintain the full strength through motion. And remember, the slower you can do something, usually the stronger the body or the better you understand it. So don't cut corners, really take your time with these things. It's just like with the push-ups. If you blast through push-ups, you're really not getting the full tension through the whole muscle. So do slow down, take your time, allow your body to really feel the weight and manipulate it in whatever directions you would want to go. Now, mind you, I'm not very sure how heavy this was, but my guess is about 40, 45. And also keep in mind, this is a very condensed version. You should definitely do more than 1 full minute of this. And then that brings me into my favorite segment, which is Tai Chi. Now, this is the one thing that the randoms will judge you harshly for. However, if you really stick to this and you really try to understand it, and you take the time to understand your body, your energy, this will literally fast track your martial arts, regardless what you're learning, karate, boxing, Muay Thai. And like I said from earlier, the slower you're able to do this, the more you can really feel your energy. You can feel when you're off balance. There is the water aspect to it, like Bruce Lee said, can flow or it can crash. And I feel like I will at some point make a very in tune and in-depth video on Tai Chi. But this is just to show you this is what I'm doing. Do remember, work hard daily. Don't waste your time. Time is valuable. But that is it for this one, and I will catch y'all in the next one.